Hi everybody, Lee here with your September 2021 card reading. I'm going to draw one card for each week, so we're going to do 5 cards for September and from 2 different decks. The cards are designed to just give you a guide for what to focus on. This month is all about welcoming in change. This is the year of change, and so this month is going to see how committed you are to that. If you've been doing the work, which I know a lot of you have been, and then when that change presents itself, are you going to embrace it, or are you going to perhaps be held back a little bit by fear? So it's just that reminder to really embrace everything that comes to you. So we've got a lot of earth cards here, which is Pentacles, which is success and abundance and money related, and it's the things that are, your foundation. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but let's start. So the first week of September, we have 3 of Raphael. This is you celebrating, and this actually came up at the start of the week for the beginning of September in the daily cards. So the fact that it comes up twice to me suggests that it's quite significant. So this is you celebrating your hard work. It's celebrating your achievements. It is the people around you supporting you and being happy for you and enjoying your successes as well. When you can be genuinely happy for the success of another person, that lifts your vibration completely. So if you find that you're unable to be happy for somebody else because it reminds you of where you're not moving forward or where you're stuck or things you don't have, then that gives you an idea of where you need to start doing some self-work. If you have people in your life who genuinely cannot be happy for you when you succeed and do well, then perhaps it's time to consider their role in your life. We have the 6 of Earth also in the first week of September. So again, this is things coming in. This is money, it's success, it's things that you're needing that are coming to you. So it may well be that you get a job offer of something you've been really looking forward to doing. It might be that you've reached a goal financially or with your health. But this is very much, these 2 cards together show that you've been putting the work in, you've been working on yourself. Your internal work is really now starting to show in your outer world, and you're happy about that. You're excited, you're celebrating. Be proud of your achievements. Don't let, if other people can't be happy for you, don't let that affect how you feel. You know the effort you've put in. You know you're worthy of all the successes that are coming to you. Allow yourself to be proud and to enjoy those. The second week of September, we have the 2 of Raphael. Now this can be 2 people coming together. So it can be a new relationship. It can be quite often a soulmate relationship. So whether that's romantic or otherwise, soulmates aren't always your partner in love. They can be there to teach you something, to go through some particular stage in your life with you in order for you to grow and learn the lessons you're here to learn. It can also be a reminder not to give up on those you love. So if someone that you do love is having a difficult time around you, support them in how you can. Show compassion, show understanding, but also protect your own energy around that. So make sure you're not always giving and giving and giving and not getting anything back. This is very much bringing that back into balance, and so that those important relationships in your life are equal. We also have the 9 of Earth. Again, this is abundance coming in. It's enjoying the luxuries that you have in life. It's being very grateful for the things that you already have. If you are working for yourself, which has been a very difficult time recently for people with lockdowns and whatnot, I think this is almost you thinking outside of the square and looking for other ways to continue that, but to keep money coming into you. And you will. The fact that this card is here shows that you figure it out and you find ways to bring money in. Some of you may find that ultimately this ends up being so much better than what you were doing beforehand anyway. The third week of September, we have the Four of Ariel. Again, this is a card of giving and receiving, but it's keeping that in balance. So if you find you are giving way too much, then you're reining that in. If you find you're expecting other people to always give to you and you're taking a lot, but you're not really giving anything back, then this is a reminder to really change that around, because you may find if you're the one who's draining the energy from a relationship, that the other person may remove themselves from it in September. So really reflect, review your own behavior and your way of being, and just make sure that your relationships are in balance, particularly those ones that are really important to you. We also have the Five of Earth in the third week of September. This card can suggest maybe a little bit of fear coming up around money. It may be that, particularly again, if you're self-employed, there could be some fears here, some worries. If you decided in the second week to branch out and do something else, you might be questioning yourself. Really get in touch with what feels right for you and follow that. It is natural to have fear when we're not sure if our basic needs are going to be met in life, and that is a real fear for a lot of people right now in our current circumstances. So giving yourself time to acknowledge that, to respect that that is how you feel, but then to start looking at creative ways of turning that around. What can you do? Is there financial support available to you that you haven't yet applied for? Really start to look at those things and see where you can get that help that you need. And don't be afraid to ask for help, particularly at the moment when there is so much going on in the world. The fourth week, we have the Epiphany card. This is a card of spiritual growth. This is you inspiring other people, but it's also you finding that light in the darkness. If things have felt hard and difficult, it's like when you give yourself that space and time to really connect, the answers come. So meditation is really important right now. Just taking time out to sit and be still and just notice what ideas and thoughts come to you. Because change is needed. Our world cannot continue the way it's currently headed. So we all need to look for the ways that we can contribute to the change we want to see in the world around us. These can be really little things. How do you interact with people on a daily basis? Do you contribute in a positive way to the lives of the people around you, or do you go in and offload and suck their energy out of them and then off you go? So it's really looking at how you show up, the energy you are bringing to the table every time you walk into a room. Do you make the people in that room feel better, or do you not? It's really asking you to be very, very honest with yourself about this and how you are showing up, and how your behavior, your thoughts, your opinions, your mindsets, how they're influencing those around you. And if you need to make changes, this is a really good time to make those. Now, we also have the Eight of Earth. And so I do think that some of you are going to make some changes here. So it may be that you're learning something new. If you recognize a behavior in yourself that you think, actually, I don't particularly like that trait that I have, but that is my default trait. That is what I go back to when I feel threatened or scared or hurt. What can I do about that? How can I change that? Because that's not actually how I want to resonate in the world anymore. So this could be you researching different ways of doing things, reading books, learning, finding ways to change anything that you have recognized needs to be changed. The last week in September, we have the Knight of Ariel. This is you realizing that there is so much you want to do, so much you want to achieve, feeling like perhaps you've been kind of in a standstill for quite some time, and now all of a sudden you have the energy and you have the motivation to start embracing these changes as we head into the end of the year. So I think you are making plans, you are putting what you've learnt into action. You are actually taking what you've learnt and you are living that. You are making those positive changes a habit in your everyday life. Now we also have the Nine of Water here, And this is your wishes coming true. This is you enjoying life. It's being grateful for everything you have. It is recognizing what you have. It's seeing that and being so grateful for it and enjoying everything, no matter how big or small it is. Because when you can do that, you're changing your whole vibration, and then you will change everything that comes to you. So dreams are coming true, but you are going to have to put the effort in to get there. You are going to have to recognize those traits within yourself that perhaps need to be changed a little bit. We all have them. Nobody's perfect, otherwise why on earth would we be here? So it's really going deep, seeing what you want to do and be, and make the changes you need to make. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So again, this is dreams coming true. It's believing in yourself. It is taking those difficult situations and finding a way to complete them so they are done and you can leave those behind and move on with a much happier future. We also have the Five of Water, and this suggests that some things didn't turn out the way you'd planned, the way you'd hoped, and it could be very easy to get stuck in that negative way of thinking and feeling around that, but you're being asked not to do that. Please don't fall back into those old habits, because whenever something doesn't go well, doesn't turn out the way we want, it is an opportunity to do things differently and to create something better for your life. So don't get caught up in it. Don't get stuck in there, because this month really is an opportunity for you to welcome the change into your life that you need to make, that you know needs to happen. And I feel like most of you are going to feel like it's time. You're going to think, actually, I'm done with being stuck with these old patterns or these old ways of being or these people in my life who really aren't good for my soul. And you're shifting things and moving things around because you want to be better, you want to do better, you want to feel better. So only you can control how that happens in your life and make sure that it does happen. So I hope it helps, and I will see you next month. Bye.